Hello, I'm Matt and welcome to Badger Workshop. This is a job I've been meaning to do for ages, as Hoover bags are quite expensive for these specialist vacs. Also, the filters need cleaning out, so hopefully this will save on bags and filter cleaning. I bought a really cheap Cyclone off Amazon, they'll be linked on my tool page below, and from B&Q I picked up this tub. The Cyclone comes with a sticky template, so I got this stuck on roughly to the middle of the lid. Unfortunately, I didn't have a hole saw the correct size, so I just drill a pilot hole and then I can cut the rest of the hole out with a jigsaw. I went for this Cyclone because it's cheap and because it's semi-transparent. I thought it'd be interesting to see the Cyclone in action. And I went for this plastic tub because it's transparent as well, and I think it's really useful to be able to see when it's actually getting full. The tub's quite strong, but I thought the lid would need a little extra support, so I've just got this scrap of OSB I'm going to cut the same size hole out of. The template also tells you where the holes need to go for the screws, so I get them drilled, and now for a bit of added security I'm going to silicone it all on. So I get some clear silicone on the top, then the Cyclone can go in place. On the inside of the lid I'm going to get some more silicone, and then that bit of OSB can go in place. The kit came with some screws and washers, but because I've got the added thickness where I've added that bit of wood, I needed to dig out some longer self-tapping screws. I did use the washers that came with the kit, and then I could just get it all screwed down. And that's it attached. Pretty simple. Just one more finishing touch. Perfect. So on the side entry I'm going to get a hose attached, and this is going to go to the machine. In this case it's going on the back of my table saw. The top port is where the vacuum or the extractor attaches. And that's it all done. So let's make a few test cuts on the table saw. So you can see the stuff spinning around, the dust spinning around and dropping down into the bucket. So it seems to be working alright. After a few cuts on the table saw, it seems to have collected a reasonable amount of dust. Happy enough with the results, I then changed the connector on the back of the table saw so it can just push on and off, meaning I can easily disconnect the pipe from the back of the saw, put an extension hose on, and then use this to vacuum up all the dust under the saw and in other places. So I thought that was going to be it, the end of a pretty simple video. But after using this for a few weeks, it really wasn't filling up much. And I had a little test, and the suction from the hose was greatly reduced from what the suction from the vac was. So I think it could be one of two things. You see it spinning around in a Cyclone. Most people use a round tub, so the Cyclone can continue in the tub. I don't see why it should all happen in here, but maybe it does. But I've seen other people, including Rag and Bone Brown, use a square tub with them, and he's very happy with it. So the other thing, maybe the seal isn't great around here. I mean, it does lock down, and I can't feel any suction at all. But anyway, it's not working. So I bought one of these because this is what everyone else uses. So I'm going to cut off the silicone, attach it to this. But before I do, I'm going to run a little experiment with the old setup. And then when we've got this done, we'll run the same experiment and see what the difference is. Okay, let's get on with it. So to do this experiment, I'm going to weigh out some sawdust. I'm going to weigh out 50 grams because that roughly fills the tub. So let's try this square Cyclone. It seems to suck the dust up okay, not super quick. One big chip did get stuck, but that would happen on anything. But in the separating tub, there's hardly anything in there. So let's weigh it. And out of the 50 grams we started with, we've got 4 grams, so pathetic. So I think I admit my first attempt was a complete disaster. So let's go for plan B. Straight away, this barrel has a really good locking ring, so that should help create a very good seal. I no longer have the template that came with it, so I just use that bit of OSB as a template and then get it cut out in exactly the same way. because of the lid of the drum is so much thicker, I'm not going to use a bit of OSB, so that misses out a whole extra step. So with it put back together and all the hoses reattached, we'll try that experiment again. So first I weigh out another 50 grams of sawdust, then let's get this sucked up. Now this does it much quicker than before. Let's have a look in the drum. Certainly seems to be a lot more in there. And the scales say out of the original 50 grams we have got 47. Oh, there's a bit more stuck in the drum. 48. Well, I think we'll call that a success. Thanks for watching, thanks to my Patreons, and please subscribe for more videos.